Hey everyone, it's me. Now, look, I will be very honest with all of y'all. I apologize for not making any of these kind of inspirational videos whatsoever because I had a little hard time at work. That's number one. Number two, reason why I'm not coming on these things and I'm not like, having time up for myself is the fact that I'm dealing with a lot of stuff here, and the thing about it is my life is not perfect as it is. But the problem is that I had a lot of hard times at first. I mean, it was fine at first until I have the hard times right now. I'm not like literally having a good time of my life right now. I mean, I'm supposed to be, but my life is completely drained because I don't have no. I'm not having any kind of company over my grandfather's house because my grandfather would allow me to have company. But the thing about it is, he only wants the companies that we know. But those who are in my family, like my cousins and stuff, see, the truth about it is that's all besides the point. What I'm saying is the reason why I am not doing any of these videos right now because I was really, really busy. So this is actually the first video about my life, and I'm discussing about it. So yeah, this actually happens here in 2017. 2017 is already fine, but around year 2013 to 2014, now things were a bit fun around those times since college. But the thing about it is that I never got a chance to see anybody on my dad's side of the family up until now. But the fact of it is that my dad was going through a lot lately, and that's like one thing out of you know the thing about it is what happened on his side happens on his side. But what I'm saying is right now is that I'm going through a lot of complicated times right now, and I'm not. And people say they want to talk to me. It's like if when one of my exes wanted to go talk to me, I like think to myself, I can't go rushing back to females who I was in love with. I didn't want to break their hearts, but then their hearts get broken by random other people than me otherwise. So I told myself I would never go do something like this again. But the thing about it was, see, when it comes to my life, when it comes to relationships in life, I'm supposed to be the faithful guy. I'm humble. I'm showing love and respect. I would say I would love my lovers, my girl. I would love anybody who loves me the equally. I would love if I was in love with a woman right now, I would tell her I would love her more than just video games, more than just like being rich. I would love see the thing about it is love is a powerful and most un see love is a powerful emotion. Sometimes y'all can't dodge that, and even if you shut it out, it will still come back in and back in and it'll just come dashing in no matter how hard you deny it. Trust me, even I knew the consequences. But the thing about it the problem is that no matter what I try to do, I've been trying to find the right woman, but apparently there's no one. There's nobody who's my type. But then my sister Jordan would say, "Don't worry, love will come to you momentarily." Well, I agreed, but then I disagreed as well. Because one, if it did come, but the thing about it is it should have been around in the 20s, around in my 20s right now. But the thing about it I did not get anything out of it. All I've gotten was a broken heart, a half turn of a relationship. I got nothing. And trust me, I got nothing. All I have is my life, my family, my friends, and God too. I don't was the only thing I got. I don't have anything yet left. But then some people would want to be my friend because they didn't mean to hurt me in a way. I'm like, I'm sorry. People wanting to be my brother and sister, that's all full. People who seriously, if anybody thinks they want to be in my circle, well, they can't be in my circle. Only the people who I've been associating with and those who don't, get on my bad side and those who've been at my life to the darkest of times, Only those people who I met from school ages into job ages. You can't think about it is people who think I can meet online who are my real friends, they can be my friends at first. But when they have problems of their own and they need some comfort, I can understand that. But for others who think they are, who think can be my friend, and all they do is like care about their girlfriends or boyfriends or whatsoever. I don't want like tolerate those kind of people. See, and even a role model would say that and say that they want to be with you, but then they're gonna turn tides and then say they're not gonna be with you at all. Now, what my life is like that. I don't live a life as a role model. No, I live my life completely average because I don't go to random people's houses and then I just go like get to know that person and then say I'm gonna be here for a while and stuff. Seriously, I don't go to random people's houses and then start talking to some trash like that. No, I'm not like that because I've been in this is my house right here. I've been in my grandfather's house for far too freaking long, ever since the day I was born. Yeah, I've been in my grandfather's house since the day I was born. So apparently, most people would say that I got a house of my own. But the thing about it is this is my home right here. This is my home right here. Now, my life right now is completely different. I mean, I would not say it's completely different, but it is always different because one, trying to meet new people, but then these new people just be so mean to me and then call me a liar. See, I will admit what I made on mistakes and mistakes about people. I may make mistakes, but I'm trying to make up for them. But when people say they'll never forgive me for what I've done, that means they can't forgive themselves. They say that to try to get on your bad side, but you just break. But I got measly broke down for that reason. So you know what? I told myself, don't go rushing back to the woman that you love so much, Taylor. Like she's not coming back to you because you're stuck. You're stuck in a place where you don't want to go to. Well, I don't have a friend zone anymore. So you know what? The friend zone part, that's been out my way ever since I've been in school. And me, and you know what? I'm not gonna lie right now. I don't play with women's hearts. See, I would think of doing that when I was a bully, but you know what? I was a little kid back then, so you know what? That's not there anymore. That bully role that's been dead. That's been dead. Okay, that can remain dead. I'm not a bully. I'm more of a paragon kind of person. I choose family and friends and God before anybody because the thing about it is, it's like bros before hoes. What about family and friends before marriage? See, the thing about it was some of these every time I've been like whenever I go down to talk to one of my family members, like say Carrie. Now, my auntie Carrie, she says that chivalry never dies. I'm like, seriously? Chivalry never dies? And I'm saying to myself, look, chivalry has never had no parts in this. In fact, chivalry has worn out its welcoming ever since females are starting to become very strong and noble in their time right now. What, you think it would be more fun if a guy can do all the hard work while the female is not is like lounging around and not having to do with the male? Okay, listen, if y'all are husbands and wives, I am sorry for saying that, okay? But chivalry cannot be alive if the females are doing their part of the job. And guys, if you are still doing chivalry and you're trying to be polite to a woman, see, I will admit that right there can still be half alive because there's something around these parts saying that people are not going to do anything about it because the next thing you know, you're just going to end up getting into that same situation. And the minute that when you guys or girls are being cheated on from your boyfriend or girlfriend, it's like it's going to be that same old tragedy with that same old drama and with that same old emotion and with that same old old insanity. You know what? Thing about it is, if it takes like my whole being to earn a woman's heart, no, not just her heart, herself. If it takes to earn her love and trust and respect, then so be it. But the thing about it is, I will not get up off my lazy behind and then walk up out this house with a bad attitude and say, "Yo, Poppy, I'm out." I'm gonna say, but I don't say that. I say, "Hey, Poppy, I'll be back later. I'm going down to my friend's house," and that's exactly what I do. And you know what? I go walk to my friend's house. I go down to my friend Leo's house every single time, even when he's not around. He's just like, me and him talk on Skype, me and him talk on Facebook. We all that. We do all that. So you know what? That's how friends are. And whenever I go down to my friend's house, like Shay, I go down to Shay's house whenever I want to. The thing about it is, it's always Saturdays. Okay? Recently, before these Saturdays things coming up, all I do, me and Shay, we used to hang out a lot all those other times before then. But whenever I'm trying to get some some good personality traits with her, the thing about it was, it's always somebody in the family who wants to ruin your life, and you did not mean to do something bad. Now, look, I'm not gonna lie, it's disrespectful when you don't have a woman in your, you know what? I'm gonna reverse all that. Actually, the part where I said about the family ruining thing, yeah, like that. Now, what I'm trying to say is that what I'm saying is that it's cool to have family and friends alongside with you, but sometimes when they say family before friends, it's true. It is true, but is like fading away too soon. If you got to be on your own, if you don't have a job, you don't have anywhere else to go, that's scarcity. You can't you can't be in that. See, I will admit, I went down to VR and we were talking about scarcity and abundance. But the problem was, if we're in so much in scarcity, if we're like trembling down, like if we're like, say, this is scarcity and this is abundance. Now, scarcity, you're trying to start off and don't have anything else to go to. Now, abundance, when you're trying to start off in a good fresh start, you're going to try to get a job and you're finally up there. But the problem is that when scarcity takes full control and everybody in your family is not there anymore, you're completely alone. You can't get to abundance. That's the problem right there. You can't just mess with something like that. Now, my life has been through scarcity and abundance every single time, like up and down, up and down. But to be very truthful, I am suffering depression right now. And the thing about it is, it's not that I'm trying to turn away from those who are dear to me. I just don't want them getting dragged down. I don't want them getting dragged into a dark portal and getting attacked by random monsters that I'm trying to defend off from myself. And no, I'm not playing Knight in Shining Armor, because apparently that that crap right there worn out its welcoming ever since time began. So what I'm trying to do is try to get myself out of situations that I shouldn't be in. Now, yeah, it's true. I had my ups and downs in relationships, but there's one thing, and I mean it, one thing. I do not intend to break females' hearts. And I do not intend to cheat on them. And I do not intend to play with their hearts like they're play toys. No! When I earn a woman's love and trust and respect, and if she's literally giving her to me, I'm treasuring that. That's something that I cannot, give away. But even if sometimes I really wish a woman would love me for who I really am. And every time I tried, I'm always stuck in this one void, impossible to get out. And that's true. No matter how many times I've been trying to get out of a bad relationship, no matter how many times I'm trying to find the right woman for me, and I'm always back in square one. It's not that I did something wrong, but I will admit I made mistakes. And yet, I just wasn't given another chance. It's always a second chance before you lose that life. And yet, you're not given another one. It's just that sometimes I will say this. I'm not the man who would force a woman to love me for who I am. But I'll be truthful with all of you. I just want a mate that would love me for me. Love me about who I am, the real me. I would tell the truth. I would confess to what I've done, what was wrong. And more importantly, I would never put my relationship at risk. Because the thing about it is, I used to play as the hero and villain, but being both, it's just hard work. And then you got your family involved. And the thing about it is, when they're in a situation that they're trying to get out of, and what you did was end their problem for them. But then at some point, you're going to get in serious danger, and you didn't mean to butt in, but then they go after you anyway, and then you're caught in the middle. But the other side is when you are minding your own business, and when someone who you used to love accidentally got into serious trouble, and you didn't mean to do it, and you didn't do it at all, but you got caught into it anyways. That's like you getting attacked for somebody's stuff that you didn't do. Now that's my life right there. I always get close calls going to jail. But at least I'm glad that it happened though. If I was in jail, I might not ever come out. But listen, guys, if there's any of you girls out there who want a guy like me, a gamer, who goes to work part-time job and thinks that he tried to do what was right in the family, it tells you the truth and all that, I wouldn't mind being in love with someone who would love me for me. But the females that I don't want are the ones who are always greedy, selfish, thinking they're self-righteous, thinking their life is perfect. Sometimes I don't want to go for the females who are bad. I'd rather go for the ones that are good. But females who think they are bad, but then they are good from within, I wouldn't mind that at all. It'll be trippy at first, but then you would, yeah. I wouldn't mind a female who is like good on the inside. I wouldn't mind that. So yeah, this is actually my first live discussion. So yeah, give this video a comment and a like, and share it. See you guys. I don't have any much to say.